Real estate test questions here again to try to help you pass your real estate exam on the first try. Big shout out to Victoria. She said she's been watching a lot of these study videos recently. She said she finds these to the point, easy to study, and she enjoys how I speak. So if you agree with Victoria, first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, drop a comment if you agree. If you disagree, that's cool. I still want you to pass your test, and I'll work on my enunciation. All right, let's get to the fun part. Let's study a little bit here. Question number 1. Sarah just bought her first new home. Congrats, Sarah. Huge accomplishment. She put 20% down and got a mortgage for the remainder. The difference between what Sarah owes and what her home is worth is known as what? A. Principal. B. Capital gain. C. Replacement cost. D. Equity. The answer is D. Equity. So equity is basically just the difference between the value of your property and the remaining loan amount. Question number 2. A reference list of alternative comparable properties is sometimes referred to as the A. Cheat sheet. B. Telephone answering register. C. Switch sheet. D. Alternative list. The answer is C. A switch sheet. So yeah, this one answer is C. Switch sheet. Question number 3. All of the questions could help you determine a prospect's capacity to make a purchase, except which one? A. How much do you have in your savings account? B. Have you been pre-qualified or pre-approved by a lender yet? C. Do you need the equity from your current home for the new home purchase? And D. Where do you and your spouse work? The answer is A. How much do you have in your savings account? And so, asking how much savings will be available for down payment is a really good question to determine the buyer's capacity to purchase. But asking how much the buyer has in a savings account isn't that relevant. And so I'm going to walk you through why. So someone might have a lot of money in their savings account, but all that money might not be available for their down payment and closing costs. And so when people are qualifying for a loan, we're typically looking for their monthly gross income and their monthly expenses. So yes, it is important to know how much people have available to use for down payment and closing costs, but that doesn't necessarily indicate if they can qualify for a loan. Now, obviously, if somebody has $1 million in their savings account and they're buying a $500,000 home, this could be relevant. Question number 4. Which of the following would be the least desirable phone handling technique? A. Answer a question with a question when possible. B. Give as much detailed information about the property as you can. C. Ask the caller when, not if, he or she wants to see the property. D. Arrange to meet the prospect at your office. So the answer here is B. Give as much detailed information about the property as you can. This one is like a sales tactic, right? You're trying to get as much information. You're trying to get as much information from the potential buyer as you can. And this one's basically saying if you give up all the information about the property, the buyer might be less likely to want to tour the property. I don't necessarily agree with this one. This one is kind of like going into sales strategy and how to have conversations that will convert clients to buyers. Okay, question number 5. Prospects Jim and Linda arrive with agent Bill at the first showing. When Bill pulls in front of the home, Linda decides immediately that she doesn't want to see the inside. What should Bill do? Bill should immediately fire Jim and Linda. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. A. Tell Linda that the sellers will be very disappointed if they cancel the appointment. B. Launch into your list of the home's special features and hope she changes her mind. C. Emphasize that this home is a great buy and it would be a shame for them to dismiss it without looking first. D. Call the sellers immediately and let them know you won't be coming by. The answer here is D. Just let the sellers know you won't be coming by. You know, our job as agents is to represent our clients and their best interests. So at the end of the day, Bill's job is to get Jim and Linda the home that they want. And if Jim and Linda don't want to see the house, don't see the house. But make sure you let the listing agent and the seller know. We're halfway through these questions. If you need like further explanation or you have any specific questions, maybe you just want to email me, or maybe you just want to tell me how much you love the videos that I'm making. Go ahead, here's my email. You can contact me with anything you got. Okay, let's get back to the fun part of studying. Question number 6. A buyer calls your office to inquire about a property he saw advertised. He sounds super excited about this property. Where is it that he likely found out the property was for sale? A. On the internet. B. In a classified ad. C. From the for sale sign. D. From a direct mail flyer. The answer is A. On the internet. I believe there's some statistic that says 98% of home buyers find their home on the internet today. So if they're calling, they most likely saw it somewhere on the internet. Question number 7. Which of these statements is not true about qualifying buyers? A. You'll know how much house they can afford. B. Lenders are in the best position to qualify buyers. C. Sellers are apt to choose qualified buyers over ones who have not been qualified. And D. Collecting information and pre-qualifying buyers yourself is the easiest and best approach. So remember, this one is a not true, right? You got to remember, this one, they're asking which one is false. And so the answer is D. Collecting information and pre-qualifying buyers yourself is the easiest and best approach. Unless you're a very experienced mortgage professional, I do not recommend that you try to collect information and pre-qualify buyers yourself. It makes a lot more sense to just have them pre-qualify with a lender that you know. Overall, leave it to the mortgage professionals to do that pre-qualification process for you. Question number 8. Most buyers see a newspaper ad that interests them. I mean, oh my gosh, who still gets a newspaper? No offense if you do, but I don't really know anyone that reads the paper. So, but yeah, answers. A, drive by the property. B, call your office. C, check out your internet site. And D, visit your office. The answer is B, call your office. So anytime a potential buyer sees a property that they like in some sort of advertisement, they're typically just going to call the number that's on that ad. Question number 9. Which of these is not a good technique to get the name of a caller who is reluctant to give you that information? A, offer to mail the caller a set of flyers on interesting properties. B, ask the caller if he or she would like to receive emails on newly listed properties. C, offer to show the caller a newly listed, not yet advertised property, even if one doesn't exist. And D, offer to call the prospect when new listings that meet his or her criteria come on the market. The answer here is C, offer to show the caller a newly listed, not yet advertised property, even if one doesn't exist. Yeah, just don't lie. Like, lying is just bad. Don't do that. That's how you lose trust and credibility. So yeah, just remember this one is a not question, right? So which of these is not a good technique? Make sure you read the questions carefully. You have clarity. You have clarity on what it's asking. Question number 10. Which of the following is not an advantage of home ownership? A, increase in property value. B, increase in equity. C, repairs and maintenance. D, tax deductions. Once again, we're getting hit with a not an advantage, right? So make sure you know what they're asking. And so here the answer is C, repairs and maintenance. Nobody likes to pay money for repairs and maintenance on their home. Obviously, the other three items are beneficial of home ownership. So yeah, answer C, repairs and maintenance. So as always, if you enjoyed these videos, go ahead and just smash the subscribe button. I do hope that you had a good time studying with me, and I hope you passed your exam on the first try.